RYOBI says they can put the air in and take the air out. RYOBI is releasing 3 new 18-volt tools in January. That's just a few days away. Let's take a closer look at each one of these, and then we'll come back and talk about pricing, about warranty, and what we think of them. RYOBI just released 3 new inflators and deflators, some of them high pressure, some of them just low pressure, and they're all due to hit the shelves in January. So coming up in less than a month, we should start seeing these at Home Depot and on HomeDepot.com. Now the first one is the PCL031, and you can get this as a bare bones kit where it just comes with the inflator deflator with the different tips and such, as well as you can get it in a kit format where you get it with a 2 amp hour battery as well. And then we have the PCL001, and this is the high pressure digital inflator. This is an inflator deflator that's both high pressure and high volume. So it's a dual function machine or multi-function machine, and this is just a high pressure. So this is just meant for your truck tires, car tires, bicycle tires, footballs, basketballs, things like that. Not high volume like pool rafts and mattresses, things like that, but just airing up tires and balls. This also comes as a bare tool, the PCL001B for bare tool, or the K1, which comes with a kit, a 2 amp hour battery, and a charger. And then we have, this is an updated tool. This is the RYOBI 18-volt 1 Plus Whisper Series high volume inflator. So the HV inflator, PCL016B for the bare tool, so you can get it in the bare tool format. You can also get it in the kit format, which includes a 2 amp hour battery and a charger. So this we've actually seen before. It's not the same model number, but looks remarkably the same. But this one's supposed to be 44% quieter, which is a great thing because this one is a bit loud. But these things come in great. You can blow things off. You can fill up pool rafts. Anything with big nozzles and moving a lot of air, especially those blow up mattresses when you're camping out, sleeping in a tent or sleeping in your truck, what have you. These are great for that, and obviously other large inflatables. And as I mentioned, all of these are set to be released in January. So let's take a closer look at the PCL031. You see it's still not a large unit, even though it's a dual function or multi-function device. So this is going to handle your high pressure, so your tires, and also your high volume, such as your pool rafts and mattresses, things like that. One thing I like right off the bat is we have some cord management or hose management going on. So the high pressure hose wraps around, clips into place right there. The high volume hose wraps around and stores neatly in place. So when you're not using it, things aren't falling out. They're staying nice and tidy. The only thing is these couple of tips right here, there's not a place for them, so they provided this little bag. That's probably going to get lost at some point, but still I like that the bones of this are all intact. Also, if I pull this battery off, you'll see here's our needle for pumping up our footballs and basketballs, and then even blowing up those smaller pool floats. And that's even, what that is, that's a Presta valve adapter. So your funky valve stems on some of your higher dollar bike, that will go into place so that you can actually use this unit to pump those tires up. That's a lifesaver there when you're out on the road and you have a flat on those bikes. And then we get the broad tip here as well as the narrow tip, and that's for blowing up those small pool rafts, and you got to stick it in there and actually push the little valve over to air those up. That's a great thing to have as well. These things are kind of a pain to get to, but I really don't have a problem with that because, again, it's just providing a place to keep these when they're not in use, which is most of the time. See, right here we have a digital screen. You can turn that on, and you can see we can set the max PSI all the way up to 160. So that's really high. Most of these things didn't come anywhere near that when they first started coming out. So we can go all the way up to 160 PSI, or we can bring that down. In fact, we're going to bring that down to 90. So if we hold it, it jumps by 5s, goes very quickly. But then if we just press it, it'll go by 1s down to 90 psi. So if you set that pressure and turn it on, it will actually run until it reaches that pressure and then shut off. We also get an LED light right there. So if we're working at night, need to shine some light on that tire, we can do so. And we get a 2-foot hose with a pretty cool, this is like a quick connect. So you push that on, you slide that forward, that locks it into place. Ready to pull it off, pull that back and pull it off. So let's go ahead and pull off this cap, and you can see this thing is all the way flat. In fact, we'll kind of hold that up. There you go. Push it down and then slide that sleeve down, and that locks that into place. And now we can turn on our machine. So in about a minute, it blew that up from 0 all the way up to 90 psi. Slide that back, pull it off. Don't lose hardly any air pressure. And now we're off and ready to go. And then when we're done, wrap it back up. And again, you see the notches for each one of these wraps. Nice and tidy in place. Now, these are the things we really love to see when we're out in the outdoors. It's nice once they're blown up, but until then, they're usually a real pain. So, pull this off of here, and this is going to lock into place right there. And by the way, we're supposed to get 16 SCFM, so standard cubic feet per minute, from this high volume side. And all you have to do is hit your power button. That's going to jump between high pressure and low pressure. So you have a picture of a tire, a picture of a mattress. I'm going to turn it on. This is supposed to do a queen mattress in less than 90 seconds. Now this is a single mattress, so it should take less. That's 25 seconds, 30 seconds. It's been a little over a minute right there. Not bad. Pretty solid. And right at a minute to fill that up. And by the way, if you need to deflate something, all you have to do is put it over to this side, push it in there, and now you can turn it on and deflate as well. Now you can get this for $80 or $79.97 for the bare tool, or you can get the kit with a 2 amp hour battery and a charger for $130, and you're going to get a 3-year warranty. And again, it's the PCL031. And this is the PCL016, and this is the high volume inflator deflator. And this is just a really simple little unit, but I'm telling you, it is very handy, especially as we were mentioning blowing up pool floats or those mattresses like we just had up here. This is one we use around the house all the time, but there's a huge difference between the two, and I'll show you here in just one moment. Now they look almost identical other than the Whisper series name there, and it looks like the ribbing around here, this may be a little thinner than here, so maybe the blower housing is a little bit bigger. Regardless, this thing is much quieter. I'm about to show you. So here's my Neo Shap. And you can see when I'm running my mouth, I'm at about 80 decibels, a little more than 80. So you shouldn't listen to me without ear protection in. Anyway, so I'm going to shut up here. I'm going to run the old one, and then we'll run the new one. So 84 decibels versus 94 decibel. And you understand that each decibel is exponentially larger than the prior. So it's not just a gradual scale at all. So those 10 decibel difference is a huge difference. Much quieter, much more pleasant to listen to, and much handier to use. And with the unit, you can get the battery if you get the kit. So if you get the PCL016B, just a bare tool, which will come with these accessories, or if you get the K1, so the PCL016 K1, that's going to come with the tool, the accessories, the 2 amp hour battery, and a charger. And you get all these different accessories right here. Only problem is these have to go in a little baggie, or you can store them on the tool as you see here. So basically this is your adapter that fits on the nose, and then your different tips will go on there. You can put those on there, and then also it can be a deflator as well. You can put it in there and stick that in that pool raft and be able to remove the air from them as well. A lot of times the air's left in there, so now you can create it like a vacuum baggie and suck all the air out of it. But I like the fact that at least that stores and clips down there, and then you can put these two up here. And that's a nice little blower nozzle, and you just pull the trigger and it stays on. Blow everything away, click it, turn it off. This should be able to also fill up a queen air mattress in just 90 seconds, and it's supposed to blow up 55 queen size air mattresses on a single battery. Now they do show in the testing that that's based on a 4 amp hour battery and not the 2 amp hour battery that it comes with, but still you should be able to blow up multiple air mattresses on a single charge. This is going to run you $40 for the bare tool and $80 for the kit with the 2 amp hour and the charger. And look for this in January. You also get a 3-year warranty. And finally, we have the PCL001 18 volt 1+ high pressure digital inflator. So 160 PSI. You see, again, we're dealing with hose management here, that everything is nice and wrapped around here and then clips to itself, staying out of the way. And then we have a digital display right here. So if we hold the power or turn the power button on, so then we can set our pressure all the way up to 160 PSI and it will shut off by itself. And then we can also run that down and it's going to jump by 5s, or if we just press the button, it'll go by singles to find the desired pressure that we want, and then turn it on, and it's going to pump that up until it reaches the desired PSI, and then it's going to automatically shut off. Now we don't have a light on this one like we do on the larger multifunction device, but this is a small and more compact unit. And the cool thing about this is underneath the battery we have the same thing going. So we have the needle, the Presta valve adapter, except this is plastic and not brass. And then we also have the pointed unit for blowing up pool rafts and things like that. So very handy device. This is going to work great for, again, blowing up bicycle tires and even truck tires. So the fact that we can go to 160 PSI means that we're going to get a lot more use out of this to be able to use on even those larger truck tires and even the higher pressure bicycle tires as well. Price on this is $40 for the bare tool, or $80 for the kit that includes the 2 amp hour battery and the charger, and you're going to get a 3-year warranty on this as well. And look for this in January also. We get a 2-foot or 24-inch hose, and this is your more typical adapter on the end for actually locking on to your typical Schrader valves. Wrap it around and you're good to go. Well, we actually already shared pricing and warranty with you. 3-year warranty on each of these tools, and they're going to run anywhere from $40. In fact, 2 of them are $40 bare tool, one of them is $80 bare tool, and then you're going to pay about $140 for the kit for the larger unit, and $80 for the kit for the 2 smaller units. All of these are very handy, and we love the fact that this is now a Whisper series, which is much quieter and much more pleasant on the ears and more pleasant just to use. Keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even TikTok. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And by all means, did you hate our video? Well, give us a thumbs down. But would you let us know in the comments why? Have a great day and keep smiling.